second screening of Janis at the festival. This is its North American premiere, and we are so glad to see such a big audience come out for this wonderful film. The director, Amy Berg, is no stranger to this festival. She was here 10 years ago for the film Deliver Us from Evil that went on to be nominated for an Academy Award. She was here a few years ago with West Memphis 3. This past year, she's already released 2 other documentaries, Open Secret about Hollywood sex abuse, and Prophet's Prey, that was at the Sundance Film Festival, set in the Mormon Church. And you know, she's an incredibly prolific and skillful director. Unfortunately, she had to leave town, so she's not going to be here today, but we are going to leave you with the wonderful work that she's done and the wonderful music of Janis. One thing I want to say about this film that struck me so much, in the film you're going to hear these personal letters of Janis that are read by the musician Sean Marshall, Cat Power. And she did such an incredible job with this. It really struck me. I heard the film, saw the film twice, once before her voice was in it and after it, and it really brought it to life. Also, I think Amy would want me to tell you that this film was just completed a week or so ago in the rush to come to the Venice and Toronto film festivals, and there's still work being done on some of the archival in this film. So it's full of great archival. It looks great, but it's going to look even better because they're continuing to work on that aspect of the film. Thank you very much for being here. Here is Janis, Little Girl Blue.
Okay, so on to the movie, on to Janis. I was really emotional when I was leaving the theater because that movie just packed such an emotional punch for me. Janis Joplin is somebody I've always been able to relate to. Of course, you know, loved her music, loved her voice. You know, she's a legend. There will never, ever be another Janis Joplin. There just will not be. She was just too perfect. She was born to sing the blues. That's what she came to this planet to do. And boy, did she do it well. What a woman. What a woman. Such a soulful woman. And I could relate to so much of her story. So for those of you who are rock fans, no-brainer, you're going to love this movie, especially if you're into the 60s, you know, music and stuff like that. How could you not? There's just no way you could not like this movie. There's tons and tons of archival footage of Janis. There's, as the guy was saying in the intro, there's an actress is reading portions of her letters that she wrote. She sounds very much like Janis too. So yeah, you've got that. You know, you've got Janis's voice kind of throughout the movie here and there at various points of her career. Yeah, such a sad ending, you know. And so, you know, she was so young. She was only 27. She was one of that what do they call it? The I forget the term, but there's like a whole bunch of people who've died at 27, like a whole bunch of musicians. There's Kurt Cobain, Jim Morrison, of course, Jimi Hendrix. I'm not sure. I think there's a few others in that club, that macabre club, who all that seems to be the magic number, not in a good way, for a lot of these people who achieve just such heights in their careers and who are so talented yet so tormented by their inner demons and by the fame and not being able to handle the fame and stuff like that. And you know, Janis certainly did have her inner demons. She was born in Port Arthur, Texas. This town there was a lot of KKK in this town, and she was born in the, well, she died in 70 and she was 27, so that would make her, she was born in what, 53? 43? 43, yeah. My math is terrible. But anyway, when she was growing up, you know, it was very much, you know, a redneck town. And, you know, she, from the very beginning, she knew she was different. She did not fit in with the regular crowd there. And plus, Janis, as you know, she was not she was not a beautiful woman, a typical beautiful woman, I should say. I think she was beautiful, but, you know, by societal standards, she was not a raving beauty, okay? And she suffered a lot for this. She was picked on, she was bullied, and also she was very much like, she was very outspoken. She was very, very unique for her day, because she was a girl who stood up and spoke her mind and told people to fuck off. And, you know, she took up, she was into segregation. She was backing segregation. And like I said, her town, there was a KKK in her town. So a lot of people, you know, did not take kindly to that. And she was ostracized by a lot of her classmates in high school. They were horrible to her. She was not accepted. She was an outcast. And even when I don't know if she went to college or not, but I don't think she did. I don't even know if she finished high school. I can't remember. But, you know, she started singing when she was 17 years old. And from the beginning, her influences were these black blues singers. One of them was Odetta. There was one named Odetta. And Otis Redding was a huge influence on her. And there was another woman, I forget her name offhand, but she was very heavily influenced by these blues singers. And listening to her, I mean, she sounds just like one of them. Of course, she's got her own unique style. And, I mean, she was just born for the stage. You know, she was born to do this. And, she was just such an incredible talent. But she was tormented her whole life by never getting the love that she really needed. I think because she was so deprived when she was younger, when she went through all this, she went through a lot of bullying and a lot of bullshit when she was younger, and she never got over it, you know, and it scarred her, it wounded her, and you can hear it in her voice, you can hear it in her songs, and, you know, she sang it out, you know, she said, when people asked her, what she thought about when she was on stage, or why she liked to be on stage, why she liked to be a singer, she said that because you get to feel so many different emotions and you get to express all these different emotions. And that was, I think, how she got it out. That was therapy for her. It was therapeutic for her, I think, to be such an amazing singer, to get that out of her. But then when she got off stage, she had no outlet for that, right? And so she turned, you know, she drank, turned to drugs, you know, she got into meth, she got into heroin, she kicked heroin at one point and finally met a guy who genuinely loved her and treated her right, but he was like a, you know, I guess kind of like a world traveler, and he did genuinely care about her, but I guess he also had that kind of wanderlust in him. So they had a relationship, but it didn't, you know, he didn't stick around. He had to, you know, get out there and do stuff as well. And, you know, Janis wanted him there and he wasn't. And, so it was very, very painful for her. And, you know, I could so relate to so much of her story because I'm so, you know, went through many of the same things, you know, longing for love, longing for acceptance, you know, loving people who hurt you and loving the wrong person and, you know, and just never feeling that, that real kind of, you know, inner acceptance. I mean, I feel that now. I have that within me now. But she didn't. She definitely didn't. And I think another reason that she enjoyed being a performer so much is because that she got the adulation from the audience, right? She got, I mean, the love just came at her in waves. Everybody adored her. She was, you know, just huge, you know? Everybody loved her. And so that's how she got the satisfaction that she did not get in her personal life, was through being this amazing singer, this amazing performer. And wow, I mean, just all the archival footage in this movie. The music was awesome, of course, you know, lots of Janis standards, you know, Me and Bobby and Guy, Cry, Piece of My Heart, Ball and Chain. Oh my God, that song is like so incredible. I put up a song on Facebook today, Move Over. That's one of my favorite. I mean, I can't pick a favorite because I have so many favorite Janis songs, but you know, she just had a way about her. She knew how to woo an audience. She knew how to captivate an audience. She just had complete control over the crowd when she sang. Just, you know, awing everybody with her voice. I mean, it was just incredible. It just came from the depths of her soul. You just could tell, right? And so anyway, I love this movie. You know, it was amazing. It was wonderful. Oh, I just wish that Janis had you know, been able to you know, get off the heroin for good and stick around, because I wonder what she would be doing now. You know, I wonder what she would have done later in her career. And you know, such a loss, right? But you know, a lot of people in the arts, whether they're musicians, you know, actors, writers, painters. I mean, a lot of people in the arts, you know, have this problem, have drink and drug problems. I think it's because they are very, very sensitive people. They feel things very deeply, and sometimes it's just overwhelming. And the only way you can kind of deal with it, you know, is to just drown it with that shit, right? And so anyway, oh, just 2 thumbs way up for this movie. I'm sure it's gonna come out, and if it doesn't come out in the theaters, I'm sure you'll see it like on HBO or something. You'll see it on TV, because I mean, it's, you know, Janis Joplin, very, very famous woman, so you're gonna see it come out. So of course I highly recommend it. You know that, and I just thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, I really love rock documentaries. I really enjoy them, and this was, you know, no exception. I loved it. Loved it. Love you, Janis. Miss you, Janis. So I guess that's about all I have to say. I hope I didn't ramble too much, but I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'm seeing another movie tomorrow. Forget what it is at the moment. I think it's The Girl in the Photographs, which is about a serial killer. And that one doesn't start till 5 p.m., so I wish my movies were starting earlier, but I think the following day I have 2 movies, and one of them's at noon or something, so a little bit better. Anyway, sorry about that little digression. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I will see you guys again later. Thanks for watching. Bye.